Good morning, everyone. Before we get into this morning's update, I'd like to go over a quick overview of what's going on throughout the market. First, I'm on my phone this morning. I'll be back home tomorrow. I'm out with Julie for the day. It was her birthday yesterday, and I'm extending it to today, as you guys know. And then I'll be home tomorrow morning. So I wanted to do an update here. I'll try to do this about 10 minutes or so. I don't have the best internet connection where I'm at, but I do have enough to where I can do these updates and be able to keep everybody updated. So what happened overnight here, and I will do a quick intro, but I want to do a quick intro. So first we've got Bitcoin. It hit 70K. So Bitcoin got up to 70K. We've speculated that we should come up to around that 73K level if we want to liquidate the short traders that open up shorts. There's about 6.3 billion in short liquidations if we hit 73K. We had Ethereum, which we had a beautiful call here. We had a buy order. We talked about the buy and we talked about the push to 3,395. That has been satisfied on this inverse head and shoulders. The initial move back up was, even if we were bearish, was to hit a resistance at 3,395. That's now been satisfied for Ethereum. So pay attention to that if you're a part of that trade, because I hit my technical target and that position's been lifted. Bitcoin right now is up 1.73%. It did hit 70K and reverse pretty quickly. XRP's at 60.9 cents right now. Went up just above 61 cents. I think XRP's looking fantastic with the way it's gone up this weekend. We've maintained for the first time in the weekly time frame. We've held the weekly candle close above the 2018 resistance for the first time in 6.5 years. So that is something that we have to pay attention to and cannot be ignored. And then we've got the XRP Bitcoin pairing down to about 876 sat level, and we'll take a look at that as well. So please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this update. It'll be very important for you to hit that like button, especially because I'm not on my tablet, so it's going to go around the analytics a little bit differently, and you're not going to have as nice of a visual experience, but you still will be able to be updated here in a very nice fashion. So make sure to hit that like button, and we will get into the technicals right after the short intro. Good morning. 9:44 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Monday, July 29th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as we can see very quickly here, we'll start with Bitcoin. Bitcoin came up to 70K. Now on the back test, we're going to want to hold 68,452. I've already have this marked out from before it even came up. 68,452 is what we're going to want to hold on this back test. And then we should push up universally to this downtrending resistance right at about, and let me mark this, 70,700 maybe area. Let's mark this real quick. So big resistance should be right at 70,906. And we do know that support area at 68,452. If we can break 70,906, it could run us all the way up to 88K. But we do have, and let me put this this little price target up here just so we have it for further reference. We do have this liquidity zone for Bitcoin. It's very, very important, because if we do hit right, a little bit higher than that, somewhere around there. If we hit somewhere around 73K, let me try to get this at just at least over 70 there. If we hit over 73K, that liquidates over 6.3 billion in Bitcoin short. So that's something to pay attention to. Ethereum, let's get this out of the way. We talked about the buy at 3,118. It came down to 3,085. It's come all the way up to 3,395, which is exactly what I was anticipating. And it's come up better than about 9%. It came up on that move. And now even if bearish, even if that inverse head and shoulders doesn't play out, even if bearish, we should have come up to 3,395 for a rejection. And that is exactly what we've done here for Ethereum. So now we have to watch and see if it can maintain a consolidation. And if it does, Ethereum's going to go up to that grand target that we have at 3,803. So right now it's a big decision for Ethereum. Do we get over 3,395 and push 3,800? Or do we start back testing here? Because we did come up about 9% there. So we could back test here. 3,300's an area, 3,327. So we'll just have to pay attention as the day goes. XRP's at 60.7 cents. These are the last technicals I want to do, and then I want to do a small bit of reading here as well. So XRP right now, for the first time in 6.5 years, which I'm very happy about. We closed over the 2018 resistance, and it wasn't even close. I'm going to take away this arrow just so everybody doesn't get confused. but it wasn't even close. So we were trying to close over right here because this is where we came over. So we're well over the 59.1 cent mark. Over the weekend, we did not give back much. We did come down to 58 cents one time, but quickly pushed out. We have a W reversal here, and on the onset, kind of looks a little bearish because this part is down here, but that's a wick. So maybe it is from here to here, but I don't necessarily like the way that W formed. I would have liked to have seen it more like a bullish Gartley. That's one thing that's bothering me a little bit this morning. But we did hold up pretty strong during the weekend, but I would not be surprised with the way it came up overnight for us to come down volatilely with some of this. Like with Bitcoin, we've seen it come down 600 points. We've seen Ethereum come down about 40 points right now, or 40 bucks. So we should have some volatility. So now, if XRP does hold, like we've been seeing around this 59.1 cent area, if XRP does hold the support structure, now we can go back to a multi-year formation here where we're still trying to come up. I'm going to get rid of this because, yeah, we're below this, but this uptrending support, I mean, I'm going to keep it just because it fills out that uptrending support right there when we were trying not to break down. But now that we've been on the bottom side of this, we've kind of created a little bit of a, if you just look at this very closely, we've got support, support 2, support 3, right in a row right there. So, I mean, that's a nice little support structure in the expansion we've created, or in the interim, but we do need to break over roughly, and let's bring this into real time. And it keeps coming down every single day. 62.60 right now. So 62.6, so about 2 cents away. We need to break over that, and then we'll see on the last of the charts I can show you for XRP. That's the rising channel resistance that we're back testing. So if we back test this as support at 606, we could have a better than not chance here. If we can hold this 605, sorry, there was a bunch of people that walked in, so I'm trying to make it to where it's not so noisy. 605, but we have come through a little bit, or 606. We need to hold this rising channel support. That's a big deal. We need to hold that rising channel not as resistance, but as support. And if that holds it there, we have a little resistance over the top on that downtrending resistance, but that's just because of the handle. But that's at about 608, so I'm going to keep this up here just so it's out of the way. But we need to start holding this, and every single time, unfortunately, we try to hold 606. We haven't been able to as of yet, and that's the rising channel resistance. We need to flip that to support in the interim to have a much bigger push up to right around 62.7. Then we'll see we got over the top resistance as well. If we start pushing out, not on this chart though, but up at 65 cents, if we break over that 62.6, we've got that 64.79. I'm deleting this one. 64, actually over the top, we've got 64.50 right now. And then if you break 64.50, that opens up the door to that moved over 70 cents. And right now, the most important factor here, I apologize for the echo, I'm in like this weird hallway. But if we can break over that area, 70.5 cents would be on the table. But right now, we still need to break over and hold, and we haven't been able to yet at 60.6 cents. And then we need to break over the resistance right now. It's right above us. There's one big resistance at about 62.7 cents, 65.4 cents, or 64.6 in current times. And then you can open the door to right around 70.5. You break over that, there's nothing in front of us until about 85 cents, which would be freaking-tastic. Now, with XRP here, there's a few different things we need to look at. We looked at the charts. This is the speculation this morning. So a settlement image leaked. Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit heats up with speculation. As August approaches, the Ripple vs. SEC case reaches a crucial point. Judge Annalisa Perez has yet to issue a final verdict, and recent development has added more drama to the situation. A leaked image from crypto expert Jack the Rippler suggests a possible meeting between the SEC and Ripple on August 1st, sparking widespread speculation in the crypto community. The SEC's upcoming closed meeting, now officially on the calendar, has created a buzz. The leaked photo circulating on social media hints at a potential discussion of settlement or resolution between the SEC and Ripple. This news follows recent SEC meetings. One was canceled and another brought no significant updates, leaving many to question the direction of the case. Despite the excitement, the authenticity of the leaked image has not yet been verified. Ripple and the SEC has not confirmed anything, keeping the crypto world in suspense. Ripple faces a tough situation as it fights back with SEC scrutiny. Although there has been speculation about settlement talks, no concrete negotiations have been reported. However, the possibility of a negotiated resolution still exists, offering a glimmer of hope for less complicated outcomes. This case could set a significant precedent for how digital assets are regulated in the U.S., with Ripple's on-demand liquidity service at the center of the dispute. The outcome could impact Ripple's operations in the broader market. A win for Ripple might lead to clearer rules for the crypto industry, easing some of the uncertainty around digital assets. On the other hand, a ruling in favor of the Securities Exchange Commission could bring stricter regulations that affect the entire crypto space. Experts believe Ripple and the SEC are preparing for a long battle, which could include appeals. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has called for clear regulations, criticizing the SEC's approach. Meanwhile, pro-XRP lawyers have rejected the idea of a settlement. The future remains uncertain. The leaked image has created an anticipation, but its true impact will only be clear once official confirmations are made. This case is crucial not just for Ripple, but for the future of cryptocurrency regulation. Over the weekend, hopes for a favorable ruling helped push XRP's price to 60 cents with a 24-hour trading volume of 1.08 billion. The crypto world is holding its breath. Will Ripple emerge victorious, or will the SEC tighten its grip? Let us know your take. So in the video description below and our pinned comments, you can trade XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, or your favorite crypto. There's BITUNIX and our HOTCOIN. HOTCOIN has the XRP Bitcoin pairing. They have Casper, they have IOTA, IOTX, and many other ecosystems. BITUNIX has a lot more liquidity, so if you're leverage traders, it might be more advantageous. But both exchanges I believe in very much so. They have the lowest spot and leverage trading fees I can find in the USA and likely worldwide. You don't need a VPN or KYC worldwide or in the USA unless you're sending or receiving from a bank account. And then if you appreciate my work, consider sending a YouTube super chat or joining Tom's Army as we're at the end of the month. We had a pretty slow month in regard to that stuff, but we had a lot of support anyhow. So I thank everybody and have a blessed day.